Hello guys, welcome back to ESENtaxa. Andrea Papito here, and in this video I'm going to talk about how the Estonian companies are completely useless if you're living in Italy. If you're new to this channel, ESENtaxa talks about how to optimize your taxes, legally of course, if you want to relocate to a specific country, and we are the #1 channel that in English language explains how to optimize your taxes in a country that apparently looks like a tax hell. If you want to know more about our strategy, our tax optimization, and how we work, how we can help you to relocate to a specific country, in the description below the video you will find our calendar link in which you can have personalized call, personalized service, or 1 hour call, 2 hour call, or a quick one like 20 minutes if you need to clarify certain doubts. Now let's go back to the topic of this video, which is extremely important to understand this concept, because we help a lot of clients to get rid of several issues by the fact that they have opened the famous Estonian companies online. This is a classical cases. We have encountered quite a lot of cases of clients in this situation. So they were, in certain cases, they were coming from outside the European Union, so they opened an Estonian company to run a business in the European Union. Most of the cases an online business, and the classical cases is when you are the only one person of this company, so you are the owner of this company, you are the only administrator, and this company, basically this Estonian company, is running your business online. Okay, classical case. So you can move your business all around the world, you can set up yourself in any country, so you can bring your business with you, but tax-wise there are some issues. It's true that Estonia, it's a jurisdiction that gives you that amazing way to open a company online with E-Residency program, so you can receive at home this card. You are e-resident of Estonia, or not tax resident in Estonia, you just have the way to access the administration, the public administration, and also file your tax file return, open up a companies basically online. This is amazing, but tax-wise has an issue, unless you are very careful and you have well planified your relocation to another country. Let's take the example of Italy. Italy is the place where a lot of people want to relocate to, live a beautiful life, but running their business abroad, while they are tax resident as individual in this country. And when you are the only administrator of a foreign company and you are the only person that runs the business of this company, it activates a mechanism which is called the place of effective management. And almost all the countries in the world applies this concept. The place of effective management is actually where, for the majority of the year, for each tax year, the company, from the majority of the time, is exactly the territorial place from which all the directives, all the operative decisions are taken. And if you have taken your operative decisions for the majority of the year from Italy, even though you are an individual, Italy considers your foreign company, in this case your Estonian company, automatically by default an Italian one, unless you have the means to prove the contrary. And when I say you have to yourself, in your shoulder, at your expenses, with your lawyer, you pay your lawyer to prove to the Italian state the contrary. It's a hell of an issue. Okay? So how do we avoid, since the beginning, to be in the position of prove the contrary? This is what we need to avoid, guys. We need to avoid the prove the contrary. We have to make sure that the place of effective management is outside the Italian border. But how could it be possible if you are the only person that is running a business from Italy for the majority of the year? So the Italian authority, they will consider by default that you person are also the place of effective management of the foreign company. That's why I'm saying at the beginning of this video, the Estonian company is completely useless mechanism, useless product, if you want to spare taxes, because if the Italian authorities will requalify your foreign Estonian company as an Italian one, you have to basically apply the Italian taxes on the Estonian company, plus all the interest and fine, because maybe in the previous years you didn't declare it as an Italian company. So just because the Italian tax authority discovered it afterward, and then it's a mess. You also have to recalculate all the VAT, taxes and stuff, and it's a mess. It's a hell of an expensive procedure. Plus fine and interest, so you're gonna lose a lot of money. So It's true that a lot of people maybe don't get caught, but I wouldn't be so sure about it, especially if you're running a business with certain numbers. So how we help clients to understand if they fall into this situation and how to get out of it, how to fix the problem before something happens. So Italy has a very nice system to run your business as an individual without opening a company. So it's even less expensive than running a business with a company. You can run the Forfait Regime with 5% flat taxes for the first 5 years and 15% afterwards. Then you pay some social security, so the overall it's around 17–20%. Or you can apply the Forfait Regime if you have all the requirements. Still, it's one businessman structure, so you're not a company, you're an individual running a business with a business number. That's perfectly fine. You have up to 600,000 euros as threshold, and if you are graduated, if you are high skill professional, actually it's quite broad, this terminology, high skill, so basically a lot of people can join in this program. And other requirements that we can check in a consultation. So if you apply for this specific business, for this specific tax status, you basically 50% of your income is tax-free, and only 50% of your income will be subject to taxes and social security. And if you carry with you a child, 60% of it is tax-free, and only 40% will be subject to taxation. So it's obviously better to have this status, a safe, secure, with low tax status, than having a foreign company which is following the condition of place of effective management issue, which brings the tax inversion and you have to pay back all the taxes because the tax authority requalifies your foreign company as an Italian one. But this place of effective management principle, it's not just applied by Italy. Italy is just an example. It works for almost all the countries in the world. There are only few jurisdictions in the world that doesn't apply the place of effective management. The acronym is POEM, but they use the incorporation system, or they give priority on the incorporation system. For example, just the fact that you have incorporated your company abroad, they won't consider it, your foreign company, as a local one because it has been incorporated abroad, regardless your place of effective management. But what are those jurisdictions that don't use the place of effective management principle? Cayman Island, British Virgin Island, Panama, all these kind of jurisdictions that are considered blacklisted, you see? So, okay, there are some exceptions. Also, United States doesn't apply, but United States always taxes for citizenship thing, so it's out of the scope. And that's the reason why these informations and this kind of concept are extremely important, and you have to be very careful whenever to move from one jurisdiction to another. And that's the reason why you need to have some assistance by somebody that has some experience on this topic to avoid you to get screwed after some years, okay? Now, Estonia, it was just an example. You can have the same issue with another company in another jurisdiction. It can be in Spanish jurisdiction, French jurisdiction, German jurisdiction, it doesn't matter. It's always the same principle. The Estonian thing is just more common just because Estonia gives so an easy way to open up a company online that basically a lot of people are attracted to this easy way to run the business. Then of course they think to pay Estonian taxes. Estonia doesn't tax your profit if you do not distribute your dividends, which is amazing. I think it's amazing. But then, if your foreign Estonian company is qualified as a local one, it makes no sense anymore because you have to pay the local taxes. When instead is very convenient an Estonian company, it's when you're not living in the European Union first, and you are living in a country outside the European Union. Okay, you're not living, as I said again, you're not living in the European Union, in any country of which is using the POM system. You're living in another country outside Europe. You have an holding that is in a jurisdiction that has a convention with Estonia to have a zero dividend tax. But this is a more complex thing that we need to discuss in a consultation, so we can actually understand your specific situation and tell you exactly which is the best structure to adjust, to add, or to remove, okay? I hope I was clear in this video because I wanted to help a lot of people try to make these mistakes. I see online, on YouTube, plenty of video about this Estonian company. It's not just this jurisdiction, there are other jurisdictions which they promote incorporating their local business. They promote actually your business being incorporated with their local structure in their local jurisdiction, but they have no idea or no clue about their jurisdiction you are tax resident. because in most of the cases you're not tax resident in the jurisdiction you have incorporated your foreign company. I hope I was clear in this video. If you have any doubt, any questions, again, in the description below the video you will see our email contact info@ESENtaxa.com or our calendar link for a consultation. And if you want to help us grow as a channel, so subscribe the channel, notification bell, and like button to be always updated whenever we release for free this kind of information. See you to the next content. Bye.